There was that was a substitute motion. There is another motion on the table prior to that having to do with vesting tentative maps.
I didn't have a second.
Ah, very good. Thank you.
You want a second? I can offer seconds.
Okay. So this was just to add the extra information regarding the ownership of the assessor's assessor's parcels per the supplemental report provided by staff.
Okay. It's an easy one.
Yeah.
Should we just do a motion to approve and then add all these additional amendments?
Probably need to pull up the agenda and look at the recommended action
And we haven't approved it yet either.
to see how it's written up.
It reads, find the project exempt from CEQA, make the required findings of no net loss, and approve the following permits: tentative final map, architectural site approval, and tree removal permit.
So we could parse out the tentative final map, but in order to do that, we would still need to do the CEQA exemption. And I don't see any particular added value in doing that. So I think it would need to, we can amend, we can approve the tentative final map with the amendment that the additional ownership information is added per the supplemental reports. I think that's clear enough. But we would need a motion for this. Vice Mayor, your hand's raised.
So do you want to parse out the different part of the motion?
No, I don't see that I don't think it's going to add anything to separate the ASA from the tentative final map.
So you want to do them all together?
I would do it all together. With regards to the tentative final map set, I still don't like the roadway alignment that we have there. I don't know if I have any support from the council to try to make it be some other way. We could discuss that. The applicant is not interested in it, in making those changes, but I do think that it would be a better layout to not have it the way it is designed.
Okay, so I'll make the motion then for the recommended action. But because I have a few other things I think we need to include. So, let's see. So here is a recommended action, and we are not including the trail access, right? No. And then we want to remove the truck access restriction to the frontage of Linda Vista Road that they have requested, and we would like to add a non-combustible fence, perimeter fence, right?
Yes. That's, by the way, it's condition 85, I believe.
And then add parcel ownership information to the
Per the supplemental report, to the VTM per the supplemental report.
VTN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then add the environmental monitoring following the Merritt Avenue model.
Correct.
I screenshot here.
And you have the deletions on there as well. That's good. there was something about lead and arsenic. We just
Oh, okay.
leave that part off. It just confuses things.
So nothing on the bioretention, right?
Well, the truck access is that, right?
That's the article, that's condition 85 that was mentioned early.
So it's already in there?
No, you're correct to remove it.
Remove, oh,
Yeah, remove condition 85, I should say.
Through the mayor,
yeah.
Yes.
would you be willing to add the proposed conditions that the applicant has put forward for the two-story option?
All right.
It isn't perfect. I mean, they basically they kind of stretched out their units. So while it is two-story, there's a little bit wider. I can pull up the plan if you want to see that.
It cuts into Evulich Court, the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'll-
it-
That's-
and it's a
I'll-
little bit closer to
Sure,
Linda Vest.
sure.
Just,
I'll acknowledge that. I'll just say that I think that the neighbors would appreciate this version more than what is otherwise on the table.
okay.
And to the extent that we can accommodate it, I think it would be good to do.
I can support that.
So with the condition proposed by the applicant, any modification
The two-story option for the 5 units, correct.
subject to the city attorney review? Because the city attorney haven't reviewed their condition for the two-story option.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
And JR cut a deal, but they said they can't do the deal unless there's approval and review. That's where you're at.
I think they want certainty if there is any challenge to the project.
Yeah, they wanted I mean, we cut
The
them.
two-story option will be off.
I see.
So that verbiage, I think the city attorney hasn't reviewed that.
Correct.
So I thought the motion is with condition proposed by the applicant, subject to the city attorney review.
And if
Just
the-
in case you find anything,
And let's say if the city attorney did find something, then that would go away?
then maybe let the mayor, authorize the mayor.
Should it be city attorney and fire district?
Like that?
Competing
That
for
looks
screen
fine.
share right now.
That,
So I do have the, oh, there we go.
Video, can we share the overhead for the mayor?
That's true.
We can't say anything there. Might be better off up there.
Video, should we move to the other document? Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. So these are the 4 units on the south side, and you can see they are closer here to, actually in this area. And they're a little bit closer to the street than the previous, the alignment. Is that clear? And I think we all have a copy of this up on the dais, but it'll help the people in the audience here to see it. And you can see up here as well. It's a little bit closer. Am I missing any other parts to that change? Do I got it? Okay. Great. Okay. So your motion's complete?
Anyone
Can we
else
look-
has
can we look at it once more?
So it's recommended action with 6 items.
Can we see it on the screen, Vice Mayor?
Can you see?
Share the screen.
Yeah, there it is.
Can you zoom it a little
You-
bigger? Do you have a second?
Just to clarify, we're saying approve the project with these conditions?
Approve the exemption from CEQA and then these conditions.
Yeah, approve the recommended action.
Okay. Moore, second.
Just call a question.
I could call the question, however, there could be a challenge to calling the question, and then you'd need a super majority.
I think people are too tired for that.
Any other
You know,
amendments?
I have I'm not clear. What is it we're saying? We're saying let's not exempt from CEQA under these conditions? Or
Let's do
Well,
exempt.
it's exempt from
Find the
CEQA.
project, okay.
It's the recommended
All right,
action.
okay.
The recommended action exempt from CEQA. But I think we need to modify
Okay.
the tentative
Okay,
map
I got it, thank you.
and with some of these modifications, yeah.
Very good. Are we ready to vote?
Yeah.
Okay.
Through the mayor,
Yes.
sorry, right here. I just wanted to clarify for the additional condition for the environmental remediation, are we referring the project over to DEH regardless of whether or not an REC is found on site? Or are we only referring it according to what its standard practice is when something is found on site? Again, the language seems to indicate that we're just sending it to them.
Oh, it should be the standard practice.
Okay, perfect.
If we want to add a sentence at the start that says something about following Chapter 17
Right,
from
yeah.
the CMC, which is the point of it, that's all.
Perfect. Okay, I'll try to do that.
Okay, thank you. And I accept the amendment. Okay, so Madam City Clerk, will you please reset our vote panel and we'll vote. Thank you.
The motion carries with Wong voting no.
All right, thank you. And thank you, staff, for your assistance, and for Pam Lee, thank you.